Tim.
And I'm Willard.
Welcome to T-Town Arms.
Today we're going to talk about your basic firearm safety. You always want to treat every firearm as if it's loaded. You want to keep your finger out of the trigger guard. Whatever you're aiming at, and once you put your finger in the trigger guard, make sure it's something you want to destroy. You know your target and the background behind it. You always want to have a proper backstop.
Another important thing is to read the manual for your firearm. You want to make sure that you're putting the proper ammunition into your firearm, because if you use the wrong ammunition, you can destroy your firearm, which ruins an investment. You can hurt yourself, or you can hurt those around you. For example, if you were using 45 plus P ammunition in a regular 45 that's rated at a higher pressure than a regular 45, which can destroy the gun and harm you or others. Alright, well, now we'll talk about clearing different types of firearms. This is an automatic pistol. This is an XD subcompact 40 caliber. Obviously, before you hand this to someone else, you would want to make sure that it's safe and unloaded. So you would drop the magazine, first and foremost, pull back on the slide, and lock it open. And I would say if you were to hand it to somebody, hand it to them handle first.
Now, as he was to hand this to me, even though he did clear this, I would check it for my own personal satisfaction. You want to know what you have and what condition it's in. It's a nice gun, too.
Alright, a reason why it's also important to read the manual is manual is going to tell you how to make sure your individual firearm is safe. Each one of the firearms on this table is different. This is a model M1895 Nagant revolver, made in Russia in World War II in 1944. This is a single and double action revolver, meaning you can cock the hammer and pull the trigger, or you can just pull the trigger, which cocks the firearm itself and then fires. The unique thing with this is called a gas seal revolver. So you can see the cylinder moves forward as the hammer is cocked, and the forward part of the case goes into the barrel, sealing the gas when you pull the trigger. Now, to make sure that this is safe, you bring down the loading gate and you look down each of the cylinders to make sure that they are empty. And they are.
This is the 1911, designed by John Moses Browning. It fires 45 auto, 45 ACP, other, not to be confused with 45 rim or 45 GAP. It has a couple safeties. You have your beaver tail, your grip safety here. You have your thumb safety. It is a Series 70, not a Series 80, so it does not have a firing pin block. So it'll go off. You could drop it, and it can possibly fire around. It holds 7 in a magazine normally. Nowadays they make magazines that'll hold 8, 10. It is single action, which means that you have to have the hammer back to fire it, and after you fire it and it ejects the shell, it'll throw the hammer back down, and that is the only action that the trigger will do, hence the single action. Just drops the hammer.
Alright, this is a Marlin 3030 Model 336. How it works is lever action, so when you drop the lever, the bolt comes back, cocking the hammer, pulling it back up, brings the bolt in the battery, and now it is ready to fire. If you pull the trigger, the hammer comes down. Now this has a cross bolt safety, which is right here, so you would have to push this in for it to fire. These were put in at some point during the 80s, so if you were buying an older Marlin, it may not have that feature, which means the only safety you would have would be a half-cock point in the hammer, which is right there. So that's something to look out for, and again, that's another reason why it's important to read the manual so that you know how your individual firearm works. Because there are many features and attributes that we will not be able to cover tonight and possibly ever.
Bolt action rifle. This is a Savage Edge. Currently now the Savage Axis. To release the bolt, you push up on the bolt lever, pull back. That will eject your shell. Pushing it forward will pick up another shell and chamber it. Your safety is here. Back is safe. Forward, fire. It has a box magazine, which if it's like mine will hold 4 rounds. This is chambered in 7mm 08. You want to check your rifle when you get it. You can get this same model in multiple calibers. You don't want to put the wrong caliber in. As Tim said, you can chamber 270,
243 or
243 or
308, because they're all based off the same case.
We'd like to thank you for watching. If you'd like this video, share it. Subscribe to our channel. Plan on making more videos.
Hopefully, and remember, be safe, and I hope to see you again. Have a good night.
Good night.